In this video, we will study about the physiology of digestion. In the last video, we have studied about the different types of digestive organs present in our body, as the name alimentary canal, as well as we have studied about the digestive glands in the previous video. Now we start here. First of all, how the food taken by us get breakdown into the simpler form, and how it get absorbed inside our body. Now we start the process of digestion step by step. Step means starting from the buccal cavity, or you can say mouth, up to the anus. Now let me start first, that is the physiology of digestion. Means how the food digested in our body. Now first of all, we start by taking first part of our alimentary canal, that is the mouth. This mouth in which no digestion, means in this no digestive enzyme is there, hence no digestion takes place, because it is for the ingestion. Means this part of the alimentary canal always helps in the process of ingestion, means in taking of food into the oral cavity. Now the second part, which is named as the oral cavity, or you can say it buccal cavity. This buccal cavity become various oral cavity, or the buccal cavity contains salivary gland, as we have studied in the previous video, and this salivary gland release saliva, and the saliva consists of an enzyme which is named as the salivary amylase. Then how this salivary amylase helps in digestion of starch in the oral cavity. Now let me take an example for studying the type of reaction taking place during this digestion. Now we can write here, that is the starch. Starch means the complex food which we take in the form of food. This starch, when chewed by our teeth in the oral cavity, then the saliva get mixed with it, and the salivary amylase mixed this starch with it. Means this saliva is the watery secretion, so this watery secretion contains the salivary amylase which get mixed with the starch. Now this starch get broken down into maltose plus isomaltose. Maltose plus isomaltose, means in the previous video we have studied about that the polysaccharide become changes into the disaccharide. Means these disaccharide consist of the two glucose molecule in it, and these can be taken for further digestion in the rest part of the alimentary canal. Now first of all, this starch get broken down into this maltose and isomaltose, and one more important thing is there. When we chew our food in the oral cavity, then 30% of the starch get digested in the oral cavity, and remaining 70% in rest part of alimentary canal. Means when we chew a core of the food, then it get mixed with this salivary amylase and undergo the digestion. So this digestion takes place in this oral cavity, become the 30% only, and the 70% of the digestion always takes place in the rest part of the alimentary canal. Now when the oral cavity digests this 30 part of the starch, then the food is shifted to the esophagus. Third is the esophagus. Means this esophagus is also known as the food pipe, and in this food pipe no enzyme is released by it. Means there is no enzyme, but the salivary amylase digest food properly. Up to reaching in stomach. Means when the food reaches into the stomach, then the enzyme from the stomach start its digestion, but when the food pipe continue passing the food from the oral cavity up to the small intestine, stomach, then the salivary amylase is present in food, and that salivary amylase helps in the digestion of the food inside the esophagus. Now, after that the food reaches to the stomach. When the food reaches to the stomach, then its gastric gland become active. This gastric gland release gastric juice, and this gastric juice consists of the HCl, mucus and the pepsinogen. But in the gastric juice only one enzyme is there, that is the pepsin. This pepsin enzyme helps in the digestion of protein. Now what will happen when this pepsin get mixed with our food? First of all, we can write like this: the protein of our food get mixed with the gastric secretion. From this gastric secretion, this pepsin enzyme become mixed with this protein and break it into peptones plus proteose. Peptones plus proteose means this protein is a macromolecule, means a large particle, and this peptone and proteose are the small particle. We can say these are the dipeptide form. Dipeptide means they need more enzyme for their for the digestion. So in this stomach only the digestion of the protein takes place. In the oral cavity only the digestion of the carbohydrate takes place. Now in